Hey there, today I want to talk to you about Experian Boost. I've seen commercials on TV about it. It looks pretty exciting. A way to boost your credit score without doing anything except logging onto their site, right? That's what it looks like to me. So let's talk about it. I'm going to give you an honest review. I'm going to show you their website. I'm going to go through it and share my opinion with you and share my scores with you. Hey, I saw Experian Credit Boost on TV. I saw an ad for it, and I was pretty excited. You know, I saw that the average person gets a 13-point bump. Boom. They get a bump. So if you need a 13-point bump, I wanted to make this video and show you what happened to me when I did it for myself. So I saw the TV commercial, and I was pretty excited. Man, 13 points is pretty nice just for no cost. You don't have to send out any letters. You don't have to do anything, right? So I wanted to make sure that before I did it or I recommended to other people, I wanted to make sure it worked. So I decided to try it on myself. So the first thing you need to do is go to Experian.com and log in. Create an account with Experian if you don't already have one, and follow the link to Experian Credit Boost. So let's talk a little bit about my situation so that you can understand the context of this test. My credit score is 702, which is pretty low for a guy that does credit help. But the reason that my credit score isn't higher, it used to be right at 800, and I've just borrowed a lot of money because we're going through quarantine and the stock market's down. I pulled a lot of money out to invest. So my credit score is pretty low for me, but there's a reason why, and it's because my utilization is super high because I pulled money out to invest. So my credit score is 702. That's not too bad. It's kind of middle of the pack. I'm excited to boost that, right? So the first screen you'll see when you log on is the Credit Boost main screen. It will tell you what you're about to go through, and it'll show you your credit score. So again, mine's 702, and the average boost is 13 points. So I should get around 715 points. If you're good at math, you don't have to be that good at math, right? The other thing that kind of freaked me out was what if they go through this and it lowers my score? I don't think that's going to happen, but just one of those things that go through my mind that made me laugh. So the first thing you do is you get started, and they give you a little screen that says, let's go. So not much else you can do here other than click, let's go. The main premise of the Experian Boost is to connect with your checking account, see what you're paying bills for, make sure you're paying them on time, figure out the frequency or whatever little algorithm they've got going in the background, but it's based upon your checking account. I have checking accounts in Colorado at 2 local credit unions, not big on banks. I did a search and neither of my credit unions come up. One of my credit unions, I believe, is the largest credit union in Colorado. They're probably both in the top 5 credit unions in Colorado. So I went through there. So then I also have a couple of bank accounts. And the reason that I have these bank accounts is because I own real estate, and it just makes transferring money a lot easier. So the bank that I have that I do a lot of checking with is First Bank in Colorado, which is pretty big. And it couldn't connect to First Bank. It says that they're not able to connect to them at the time. Anyhow, I was struggling, and then I remembered that I have a U.S. bank account. So I clicked on U.S. Bank, and it brought me up for my password and personal ID, which is your login ID. I hadn't logged in there for a long time, so I struggled with remembering that information, but I did get through it. I called U.S. Bank, and I hate to say this, but they were really, really nice to me on the phone. I'm not a big bank guy, so it's surprising. So after I got my login information straightened out, they asked me about 4 questions. They asked me who my favorite roommate was, what city did I get married in, and all of these are answers that I'd already given U.S. Bank. So this isn't Experian asking me this. This is the bank. So, just say I got married in Golden, and I put in that information. And, I was kind of concerned because my roommate's name when I was going to college was Tom, but I didn't know if I put in Tom or Tommy. Anyhow, that didn't seem to be a hang up. Got past that. And it asked if I paid bills with any other banks or credit cards. I just gave them the only one that would work in their system. So, of course, I answered no. You may want to put in more banking information if you want. May boost your score more. That's what I was thinking at the time. But, you know, the only one that they could connect with, they got. So I moved on. So then it does a scan. So it talks about looking for bills that have a history of 3 months of payments over the last 6 months. You know, it's going through these algorithms, looking at your paying, how you pay your bills, how often you pay your bills, that type of thing, to give you your boost. I'm pretty excited at this point. You know, I'm thinking, you know, even if I got a 5-point boost, you know, for the amount of time I've spent on this, I'm probably, you know, not everybody's going to have a problem logging onto their bank, but I'm probably a half an hour into this, and I have a half an hour invested, and for 5 points, yeah, it's probably worth a half an hour. So then there's the drum roll. I wish I had some kind of sound effects for the drum roll, but here it is, the moment you've all been waiting for. What boost did I get? Bam! Looks like we didn't find any boosts. So I've gone through all of this. I've given up banking information. I've given up my valuable time, and I didn't get anything. And it says, here's a couple other ways to work on your score right now. And one of them is to report anything that isn't yours on your credit report. So you should have started out doing that. So my experience with this Experian Boost is that it does absolutely nothing. It did nothing for me except waste my time. Well, there you have it. Not a very exciting end to a video. I really wanted this to work. I wanted to tell you it's doing great things for me. I wanted it to have my credit score go up 13 points or whatever the average is. It doesn't matter what the average is. All it matters is what it does for you. It did nothing for me. But keep in mind, I'm just one person. I might be the oddball that it didn't work for, but I don't really like giving up banking information and all that stuff to these people, the CRAs, anybody really. So my recommendation is not to do it. So if you want a free book on credit repair, that's what I would do. I'd go to hitmancredit.com and download my free book. There's no shipping charges. There's no nothing. It's an ebook. I don't charge handling fees, nothing. Zero. So go out there, grab that book, start working on your credit. It's better than the Experian Credit Boost that didn't boost anything. So get out there. Also, like my video and subscribe to my channel. Push the little bell next to the subscription button if you want to get notified every time I put out a new video. Thanks. Have a great day.